Hi lovelies, come draw with me using very minimal equipment. I'm sure by now you've all seen the eye expression TikTok trend. I love it so much, but I thought instead of doing it too, I would draw it. The expressions I decided on were anger, fear, sadness, and joy. I decided to do anger first because as much as I can remember, I don't think I've done anything like it before. Going into this project, I thought I was going to find it really difficult because I lost my blending stump and my pack of pencils when I went to my trip to Cedarbell. Surprisingly, the hardest part about this was constructing the outline, and the shading was relatively easy. Obviously, I had to go on a little snack break and then I went back to work. My favorite part of this particular look was the eyebrows because the eyebrows just bring everything together so well and really signify anger. Time was going by so fast, and before I even knew it, I was done. I then moved on to drawing sadness, and it was way more difficult, not just because of the outline but the shading as well. It had a lot more darker spots and required a lot more shading. On a normal day, I would be really excited to do this, but like I said, I don't have a blending stump. I accidentally made the nose bigger than in the original reference, but we're just going to go with it and say my character has a bigger nose. I severely underrated how difficult making this would be, but I still powered through, and that's how it came out. I really hope you guys love it, and I would love to do the other two right now, but I'm currently making this at 1 a.m. and I have a call time for 5 a.m. tomorrow, so I'll have to do a part 2 when I get back. Today I'm going to be doing the other two expressions that I couldn't include in the earlier part: sadness and joy. Sadness by far was the hardest one to do, and I don't even know why. Everything from picking out a reference to shading and blocking was just hectic. It didn't help that I had to draw tears, which is something I hadn't done in about 4 to 5 years, and even when I did, it didn't exactly come out the best. I contemplated giving up so many times, but then I realized how weird it would make my sketchpad look. I had to power through per usual, and I was so glad to finally be done with it. That's how it came out, and honestly, I have my reservations. Then I moved on to joy, and for me, it only made sense to use a baby. Babies are so full of joy and life because they have no taxes, no school, and they're always the center of attention without even trying. This was by far the easiest one to do because it required almost no shading at all. The most technical part of it was building the outlines. As soon as I got that down, you already know I had to take a snack break. After that, I just darkened up a few lines, and before I knew it, I was done. This was so fun to do, and I would say I learned a thing or two from it. Make sure to let me know which one was your favorite. Bye lovelies.